Welcome. This week's episode of the Indy and Dots podcast. Me and Karan have dived into a few issues. I say this every week because they are issues of a married man, issues of Brown Monday, all these problems. So, Karan's got problems in the cinema again. So what's the right etiquette to have in the cinema? What do you call people who are uncles and aunties but haven't graduated to that age just yet? Just that age, you know, that weird point where you're graduating to an auntie, uncle, and you're in that bracket. Tell us your answers and drop it in the comments. Also, we get submitted some pretty dirty Q&A. So you need to listen to that because it's quite funny.
Who is the trap? What is the trap? And why are they so thirsty?
All these problems.
Are you thirsty? I'm not thirsty.
Karan trying to talk about his calves being the same as Jack Grealish. And what else did we discuss?
Oh, no, I'm just looking at my calves now.
Oh, Jesus, man.
Aunty.
And you came up with some other shit as well. What else did you say?
Oh, yes. Indy and I do body swap. That's interesting.
Body swap. But also, you said some stuff in What's Happening. You had like 4 points.
I did, yeah. Internet went down. Life over. So that was interesting.
Gala cut them. Everything finished for him. He was so upset.
Brown
honestly.
moms and overfeeding you, thinking you're still going to grow to 6 foot tall.
It's fantastic.
When you're 32 years old. Yeah.
And he's 5 foot.
4.
Oh, I was going to say just 5 foot, but okay. Wow. Right. Catch you guys there. What's up? Welcome to this week's episode of the Indy and Doctor podcast. We are here from Mavi Studios, Inc.
Yes.
Is that what we should call it? We should give this place a name.
Mavi Manor.
Mavi Manor. No, that sounds too posh, man.
What's the point?
Is that relatable enough? Is that relatable enough
You're
to
saying
people?
it's not our image.
I don't think it's in our image.
We both went to private schools.
Oh shit, he's
Posh
right.
type-
You know,
posh
you
type
didn't go to
stuff.
private school,
I did.
did you?
Primary.
And yeah, but secondary. That's your formative years, isn't it?
All right, mate.
To be fair, I went primary as well, but it didn't do much for me. Let's be honest.
Mate, you done very well. You did a geography degree. And,
Yeah, boss.
Colour
What do you
and
need?
maths. Okay, then.
Nothing else. That's
If
it.
I'm ever lost, I'm like, Indy, come and find me.
Boss, I'll come find you. That's it. Easy work, light work, no problems.
On a level, can you use a compass?
Nope.
There's actually a compass on that shelf, which is really nice and decorative. I was thinking the other day, it'd actually be a really good life skill to learn about how to use a compass and navigate.
What do you mean use the compass? Like
orienteering? It's a skill.
okay, but look at a map. The map always points north, and then just use your compass on the map.
You're in a
and then go.
situation where you're in the woods, right? And you know, survival mode, Bear Grylls style, we
Yeah.
have to use a compass
Yeah.
to be able to navigate. I'm saying pretty useful.
Yeah.
So in that scenario, Mr. Geography,
Yeah.
Mr. Indy,
Yeah.
it'd be really good if we could use a compass.
Really good. Yeah, I mean, you can. All you do is just on the map. North is that way.
Which map are you on about? There's no map in this
On
situation.
any map.
There is no map. Your phone is dead. There's no.
What? So I've just been dropped in a.
Yeah. Do you watch the US Office?
I've just been dropped in the woods.
Do you watch the Office?
I do watch the Office.
You know Michael when he does Survivor Man,
Yes.
where Dwight takes him to the woods and he
Yes.
has to survive.
But hang on. I get dropped in the woods
Yeah.
with a compass.
Right,
How did I get there?
bro. Sandra's angry at you.
Well,
Right.
what's that got to do with it? She's
No,
angry with me every day.
Yeah, she's really angry at you.
Okay.
You've spent too much time with the
She isn't,
podcast.
by the way. I just need to
She's
disclaimer alert.
Well, I've got to say, I mean, she's been spending a lot of time away from you recently.
Very true, you know, very
that-
true.
is that a fair
Some would
point?
think that is
Some would
cause for
think.
concern.
Yeah.
Some would, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I would-
continue.
I
Go
would
on.
concur as well.
So she got angry with me, yeah.
Right,
Left me in the woods.
Dropped you Nunga in the woods.
This is considering she drives the car first. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah,
Well, that's
yeah.
how angry she is.
Wow,
She's
she,
so
she drove the
angry.
car.
That the lady who hasn't driven for 10 years, more than 10 years.
More than that, man.
The lady who hasn't driven for a long time is probably dangerous behind a wheel.
Yeah.
Right? Whose father is an excellent driver.
He wouldn't coerce in this. He
No, but I'm
wouldn't.
saying, but he's an excellent driver.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
okay.
trying to point out.
Okay,
he's running a
fine.
family,
Yeah,
right?
okay, understood. Yeah.
She has got, you've driven her to that point
Uh-huh.
that she's driven you, Nunga, it's very important, with a compass,
Uh-huh.
maybe a knife, and
Yeah.
you're in the middle of the woods,
Yeah.
no phone, no contact, and you have to get out. And you don't know where you are.
It's fine, man. Just look at the compass and follow in one direction.
That's
Going past the point.
Good lad.
You're like, Charles, I've gone north to this point. It's not worked.
Okay.
Let's go east.
Let's go east.
See what
Let's
happens.
go to the sun.
Let's go east.
Let's follow the sun.
Follow the sun, man.
Okay.
Follow the sun. That's it.
Anywho.
Hello.
You all right?
So I'm right. What's happening, Doctor?
Do you know, yesterday I was in the Hippodrome. Okay, so Hippodrome, if guys you don't
Oh,
know,
yeah.
it's a really nice theatre in Birmingham. It's on Hurst Street, pretty like hip part of Birmingham. And Shindy and I went to watch The Nutcracker, performed by the Royal Birmingham Ballet.
Be honest with you, I've never watched it before.
No, it's the first time we're watching it.
Pull
as
your
well.
mic a bit closer.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
Happy?
There we go. That's good. That's good.
Right.
There you go.
So Yeah, so we went to watch the Nutcracker,
Uh-huh.
a very famous ballet. Now, actually, before this, you know the comedian Ramesh? He's got a
Ranga Nathan.
Ranga
Yeah.
Nation. He's got a show with Rob Beckett called Rob versus Ramesh. And they do funny
Original
things. Like
name. Okay.
yeah, they do really, really funny things. And one of the things they actually do is they go and do some ballet with the Royal Birmingham Ballet.
Mm.
So it was really nice actually because we'd watched that episode, then we went to go and watch the ballet, and we were sitting there, so we had really, really good seats. So in kind of theatre style seating, so you know all the theatres that are in Shaftesbury Avenue and Drury Lane, all the like you know the West End as it is in London, you kind of have your stalls, your Royal Circle, and then your Upper Circle.
Yeah.
So we had really good seats. We're in the middle of the middle, right? So balcony, and the reason why we sat there, I actually want to sit in the stalls, and then Shindy says to me, no, if we sit upstairs, we can see formations. And I was like, wow, you've been watching too much.
Wow, too much Bangla videos, man.
Way too much.
Way
Bangla.
too many.
But I love the reference. I was like, wow, you get it, man. So anyway, we're sitting there. So I've been at work all day, relaxed day at work. What did I do after that? I can't remember what I did after that. Oh yeah, I came back and I shot some YouTube stuff. And then I went to watch the play, and I'm sitting there. Shindy's next to me. She's fiddling about, reading about the ballet, so she knows she can follow the story. And I just had this profound sense of gratitude. I was like, you know, the year's coming towards an end. It's been the best year of my life. Like,
Hoi hoi. Best year of your life, you know.
like hands down. And I was just sitting there having a moment of gratitude. And I was like, you know, people talk about living their best life. And I was like, life is just so good at the moment. You know, Marty's good about like, it's not from a cocky perspective. I'm very, very thankful. And, you know, the year has had challenges, right? But when I look back at them now, the pain that I had early in the year led to great growth and opportunity, to the point now where, you know, the Football World Cup's on. I get to watch a lot of the games. Monday did that. Tuesday had one of those great days. Work 8 till 4. Cheeky film, which we'll talk about, and then the England game.
Yeah.
With the Subway, and I was like, life is great. And then I had the Nutcracker yesterday. Today, guys, I mean, today was even more awesome. So went to work, hit my gym session, came back to Mavi Studios to find Indy setting up this great, awesome setup. Shout out to Shindy, who's done the staging and always does our staging amazing as always. When we move on to bigger and better things, she'll be doing all our staging.
You know what's funny?
Go on.
Shindy said to me earlier, Garan didn't have a busy day at work today. I said, how do you know? And she said, because he sent me things to do via text message, which means he had time. He had time today.
No, you got to remember, I'm very, very effective and productive. I have the work I'm doing now, the private work I do on these days, I optimize it so much that's created pockets of time. So that's why I can, you know, do podcast stuff, add to the list, be on Fiverr. Like I can do so many things in between clients.
Clients, you mean patients?
No, these are clients.
Acha.
This-
Today was private work. Acha.
Today was private work. So it is medical health screening, but it's not patients as such. They call them like clients.
Huh.
But yeah, so, you know, I literally roll in, I showered, I come down, we said we're going to podcast, we're going to shoot some ads later, we're going to get some food, we're going to watch the game. I mean, life is just great. And I'm really, really grateful and thankful to be in this position. So it's
Very good. Sounds like we're doing the 2022 wrap up already, man. Honestly. Maybe. A little bit early. A little bit. Yeah.
So yeah, that's in the last couple of days. I've got some other things to tell you, but you tell me what's happened.
Oh man, I'm just recovering from the Black Friday finessing of my life, innit?
Yes, so
All
Mr.
done.
Marketer, I remember because last year we spent Black Friday together, didn't we?
Yeah, that was tough.
And
that was tough.
You were just not
I was
existent,
on
were you?
one, man.
We were walking around, guys. We were in London and like
Went to
just doing
Wonderland.
London oh yeah, we did Wonderland, which he managed to do. But then anywhere else, like I just need to pop into here. I need internet. I need this. I need power. Remember?
Yeah, literally, man. It was
Random
like,
places.
let's just run through the whole day. So we woke up in the morning,
Yeah.
we got ready, and I was like, let me just check stuff. It's
Yep.
okay.
Went breakfast table.
Yeah. And work was sitting there saying, you know, we need to spend a lot today. I'm like, acha, okay. Very good. I have no guidance on what I'm going to do. I'm just going to see what happens. I've got to check
You need
in.
to spend a lot.
I need to check in. That's pretty much the steer in it. I'm like, okay, fine. I've got to check in every 2 hours. So we leave, and I thought, let me just install emails on my phone. I never do this.
Interesting. You're not on email on your phone, kind of.
Never. Work emails, no. Personal emails, yeah.
Yeah.
But work emails, no. But I was like, I need it today. And I installed Teams, and I was like, I need it today. And every time I checked Teams, I had a message saying, this is not doing well. This is not doing well. Can you push this? Can you do this? Can you do that? And I'm like, I need a computer. And so on the bus there, I was on the computer.
Yeah.
On the train, I was on the computer.
Yeah.
We got to Winter Wonderland. we ate our food as we were eating food underneath a sheltered area because it was like
Yep,
it was like drizzle rain.
Lots of different food stalls.
Drizzle rain.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I needed the computer. We sat there for an hour. I did some work. Then we got on the little merry-go-round. Got off the merry-go-round.
Ferris wheel, you mean?
The Ferris wheel, sorry. Yeah. Merry-go-round. Got off the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
Walked down to Costa. Had to go into Costa. Had to do some work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Then
we went to a fancy place that you guys had a photo wedding shoot or something at. I remember that hotel. And then we sat
Yes,
back.
we did. Yeah, because it was on the way to where we were going.
Yep.
So went there, cool. I had to jump in, do some work there. So it was non-stop pretty much the whole day. And then we got home, still had to do it. And then I could finally chill from like 9 o'clock. I was like, okay, now I can chill with you guys and play cards.
Is that the day we had the Jamaican?
Yes, it was. Yes,
Made
it
Jamaican
was.
day,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
So we came back on the bus, remember?
Yeah, we came back on the
We
bus.
ordered it and then... So I have interest. So like, obviously it's a busy period as a marketer, but you get
Yeah,
paid
yeah.
to work that Saturday then, I presume? Or...
So last year we didn't get paid overtime. This year...
Sorry, you're expected to work on a Saturday and not get paid?
Yeah.
Why?
Bro, this is normal working life, man.
It's a private company, man. Like, surely you should be better than...
No. Normal companies do this. So it is virtually standard in the majority of places you work in within marketing, corporate world, etc.
But specifically within fashion.
that they make you sign a opt-out clause.
Guys, Indy works in fashion, if you didn't know. Yeah, carry on.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Which is where you say, I'm opting out of my X amount of hours. I'm licensed. I'm contracted to do a week. Therefore, waive it and I will do work in my own time. That's basically a standard part of your contract. So you sign that every time you pretty much work for a big corporate.
Do you have to sign it or you don't have to
It's virtually a part of your contract. It's very hard to get out. So you just accept it for what it is. Now, for me, I know it's only once a year. So I'm like, you know what? It's fine.
Boxing Day isn't a...
No, Boxing Day's fine. And I know like come Christmas time, place where I work now, it's quite chill. They're all like relaxed.
So
you don't have to do
the
too
trade-off
much.
is like...
So I'm like, you know what? It's fine. And then this year they say, you know what? We'll give you overtime. And I was like, okay, cool.
Nice.
So I'll get paid overtime for the work I did in the weekend.
Yeah.
But it was just checking it every like hour and a half, 2 hours here and there. Friday you got to spend a lot. Saturday and Sunday you got to pull back on spend a lot. And then Monday you got to push spend again. And then Tuesday you got to put it back again.
And so you're monitoring the conversions.
So
sales.
I'm monitoring how much it spends an hour per account. And it's like...
You set the ad spends.
Yeah.
But who looks at, well, what's the sales and the income coming in?
That's the day after. You only get visibility on that the day after.
Yeah. Okay.
You get visibility on it within the day, but it's not reliable.
Yeah. You need a period of time to see.
Yeah. So the next day is when you really see it. But you kind of... I swear to God, a lot of marketing is just instinct. Like a lot of the time you're just sitting there and you're like, if I drop it by this percentage, I know within my heart of hearts, I've been on this account for a year or two. If I drop it by this much, I trust it will pull back sufficiently unless something goes wrong.
So you'd say it's more of an art than a science?
No, I'm saying a lot of it is a science, but some of it is genuinely feeling. Like, you know, if you take 30% off, you know it's going to come down quite quickly to a level where you're happy with it being. Whereas in other accounts, you've got to be bigger with your bid changes, or some are so big, if you change it by a small percentage, it drops dramatically.
Okay.
So some are very sensitive. It just depends. So doing that all weekend, man, it was just tiring.
Okay.
And then come Tuesday evening, I was shattered, man. And then I was on the phone to you right on Tuesday evening.
You're really shattered.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm tired, man. I need to go sleep. But yeah,
We didn't let you sleep.
you didn't.
Apparently Shindy said you were giving me lots of signals you wanted to go. I didn't. I clearly ignored all
Thank
the
you, Shindy.
signals.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
You were trying to give me signals.
Yeah, man. I was like,
then
Goran,
just say
Goran,
it.
I need sleep, man. I'm tired. But
Yeah,
you were like, all hyperactive. You were like, yeah, let's talk. And I was like, bruv, it's 11 o'clock. I've been working for 9 days straight. Can we just go to bed? Right?
It's one of those days, like for me, it's because I know. It's like why I don't
Yeah,
have the
yeah. It's all about you, mate.
It's
All
'cause
about
that-
you. Yeah.
You know that Sunday feeling, right? I haven't had that
It's not Sunday. It's Tuesday.
No, but I'm saying I haven't had that Sunday feeling in a long time because my Mondays are always my private work.
Got it.
Which is like roll out of bed, leave the house at 8:30, but it's basically very relaxed
Yeah.
compared to my other stuff.
Yeah.
So on that day, I knew I had private work. Next day, I was like, yeah, this is chill, man. I can sleep for 5 hours. No problem, man. It's all good. But yeah, I wasn't very considerate of you two.
Shout out to every marketer out there who had to go through the Black Friday. You lived it. Well done. You can keep your job until next year. That's it, pretty
On
much.
other news, recently, our internet went out.
Cha.
Right. So now this is interesting because in the last couple of years, 2 years, I've automated a lot of the house. So
Yeah, you did.
right, so gate automation, alarm automation.
And what did I say
Alexa,
to you a few episodes ago?
What did you say?
When everything goes down, what are you going to do?
Yeah. There are fail safes, but it's like the reliance, in terms of what can you do now? You obviously got 4G and you got 5G. And I had to remind my dad, I was like, you've still got internet on your phone. You can still use that. He's like, Wi-Fi in here? I was like, no. It's like 4G and 5G.
To be fair, I've been sat outside your house. The internet ain't great.
It's not.
So
the tree's
let's not do this.
Tree's blocking, but it's okay. It's doable. I figured out that actually dad has his own dongle from work, which
nice.
he never told us about. And then he came to the rescue. He was like, I have dongle. And I was like, okay, Dad.
I have power.
So that was really interesting. So our alarm kept tripping. We had to ring the alarm company, like, stop ringing this, the monitoring people. Like, oh, basically, if there's a cut in the signal, like a Wi-Fi going out, then to them it's like an activation. So like, oh, you did it. So that's down. The gate automation's down. Alexa's down. So everything goes back to manual. And it's just like, it hasn't happened in such a long... Oh, the CCTV went down. So you got zero visibility on anything. And I'm like, okay, so we need to sort this out now. So I got a friend actually who works at OpenReach. He's done a lot of work at our house. So I just rang him. He's like, here's really good advice and tip. So if you want to know whether it's a supply issue, so the internet coming to the house versus your hardware issue, like the hub say, he goes, check your phone. Is your phone working? First thing. So have you got a dial tone basically? Picked up the phone, no dial tone. He goes, there's no dial tone. Your issue is supply. Yeah. And that was a really, really like good, quick diagnosis thing. Yeah. And he's like, okay, fine, I'll be there tomorrow. Anyway, so he comes, he locates the issues. Basically, rain caused an outside bit where the supply that comes into what we call a junction box has basically just fused. That was all it was. And then he changed it to a more resistant water box. So like a...
heavy duty.
Yeah, like a non-BT issue, like a proper... Yeah, exactly. What do they call it? IP rating, like a weather storm rating.
Jesus.
You know what IP is?
IP is internet provider.
Not in that context. So, when you install like floodlights?
Yes.
Right. So when you look at floodlights, they'll have these kind of ratings like IP65, IP70. What that's talking about is the severity of, say, it can go to like -50 and it'll still work kind of thing. So
okay. Got it.
To do that
so
kind of thing.
Weather resistance, basically. It's like a weather resistance rating.
Marker, for storms and stuff. So he installed that and then, life kind of went back to normal. But for that, that period of a few hours, it was all like, whoa, what's going on, man? There's no internet. You get so reliant on internet. Like, Mum was watching Sky, and I was like, Mum, you can't watch on demand.
But you can watch live.
Yeah, I was like, that's all you can watch. It's so bad.
Welcome back to the 2000s.
You watching Menting Anna?
Nope.
Have you heard of it?
Nope.
I'm going to do impression. Guys, if you're watching Menting Anna, it's because it fit there. It's like, so basic. That's it.
Acha.
Yeah. She's kind of like a German-Russian mix.
Oh.
It's the same girl in...
Isn't she the goodie who did the
Ozark.
scamming?
Yeah. You seen Ozark?
I have, yeah.
Ruth?
Yeah.
What?
Oh. I don't know fuck about shit. That one.
We were with Darlene.
Yeah, that one. Darlene.
Darlene Snell. But so basic. Anywho, so the internet went down. And my final observation, which I told you about 2 days ago, is Jack Grealish's calves.
Pause. Going back to the internet.
Yeah.
What did you do that evening? Like, what did you actually do to pass time? Because you have no internet. You can't do work. You can't.
No, you can hotspot, bro.
Oh, so you were hotspotting?
Yeah. I can't remember if I actually needed to hotspot. I think I only worked that day. Just watching normal TV.
Wow. And what was that like?
Man. That's fine. It's not a big thing for me to lose it for a temporary period because I know it's going to be fixed the next day. That's a great example of what can I control in this situation. He's not coming till tomorrow. Why am I going to fret about, I can't do this, What can you do?
What if you couldn't have got a hold of him and then you had to go through like BT itself?
Yeah, I did anyway. I did both at the same time. I activated both channels. So what actually happened is I rang him. He said, let me get back to you. Rang BT, logged the call, then gave him the reference number. He said, I'll pick up the job on their behalf.
Oh,
bro,
got it.
Mate,
so you got an internet bunda within the area who will come and sort things out for you.
He's not really within the area.
He's basically a contractor for BT who will come along and do the job for them.
OpenReach sits above BT.
Right, so OpenReach will work on behalf of all the companies.
Correct, exactly that.
Right, okay.
Yeah. But he's got inside access.
Hence the name OpenReach. I really should have got that. Yeah.
I'm Jason Bourne, bro. Like, there's always multiple exits, multiple things, contingency, right? I'm gonna activate all my cells, man. Like, something happens, exits. Bang, 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 man. 3 things happen.
Multiple exits. Maybe I should do this for London, man.
Activate. I love contingency planning.
Why?
I just find it really fun because when it comes time to execute, I'm like, man, you're prepared. I know.
What's the contingency plan for this podcast?
In what sense?
If things
give me the
don't
scenario.
work
Give me the scenario.
If this all disappears overnight.
It's all worked out already.
What's the what's the outcome?
Outcome is we're having fun. I really enjoy podcasting.
Mm.
We've made it.
Oh, so you think it's already done?
In a sense, look, everything else is a bonus. So that line from Man's Search for Meaning, the definition of happiness cannot be pursued, simply ensued, right? So if we change the word, let's say income, because that's part of what we're chasing here with the podcast, in the same way, the income, the money, the monetization is going to come as a secondary outcome if we enjoy what we're doing, right? But it took me 100 episodes nearly to get to that point. It was actually like, it's all good, man. I'm having fun, enjoying the journey. We get to 100 years old and we've left a legacy on YouTube of we documented life.
Yeah.
Right? People get to see that. Our nearest and dearest get to see that. Man, we're winning, man. Not the legend, the legacy, that's it. The legacy has already been left. So, gratitude, man.
Think about this. One day,
Yeah.
we might have kids. Yeah.
Okay. I hope we do, mate.
One day, we
will
might have kids. Yeah.
So say will, man.
You never know. Things might not work out that way. Anyway, going back to the topic.
Hairspray.
Don't ruin my train of thought. Yeah.
Go.
Kids troll hard, you know.
Yeah.
Kids troll really hard.
Yeah.
So they could like take
Troll us.
snippets about episodes,
Re-chop it up.
chop it up,
Yeah.
things that mean you
Play
said.
our 50th birthdays.
No. Play it out and then like send it to other people
Yeah.
and just be like, here you go.
Yeah, that's all right.
And be like, this is your dad. Look at the dumb shit he says.
Are you
It's fine. Don't worry. It's fine. It's
Luke's
fine.
laughing again.
It's fine. Don't worry.
See the difference.
We're not doing this again.
The
We're not doing
screensaver.
this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
So good.
We're not doing this. It doesn't matter about the laptop screensavers, okay?
Oh, I love it.
Indiviz MacBook Pro, greatness is a mindset.
Yes, bro.
That's perfect. Okay,
Perfect.
continue. We could get trolled. Our kids could get trolled with the stuff that we're saying.
Mind.
I mind that.
I don't mind that. If anybody's going to troll me, I want my family to troll me. Look how hard I troll you.
No.
What?
You're missing the point. You know bullying nowadays, right?
Bullying, oh, bloody hell.
Bullying nowadays is
Right.
advanced. They
Right.
like go through your life with your family. Like people were saying the biggest cuss is going to be in 10 years time. Your mum's so ugly she didn't have her OnlyFans page because it's becoming so common.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Exactly. So I'm saying, fine, if that's a cuss, and then if you say something wrong, it doesn't age well, it gets thrown back in your face. Like you said this the whole time. So imagine
Cancel culture.
our
Man.
kids are going to be sent all that stuff,
So good.
and they're going to be like, your dad said this.
Yeah.
Bang, here you go.
And we own
So are we already doing our kids' birthday without even realizing it?
it. Bro, you are thinking about this way too much, man.
This is what I think about in my spare time.
Yeah. Sanj.
I go deep into the matrix.
Sanj, put him in the woods, man.
I think far ahead, man.
Yeah, too far, way too far ahead. You need to think about how we're going to perform this podcast.
Yeah, obviously.
And what we're going to have for
Don't
dinner
worry about
and just
that.
enjoying. Just live in the
I'm
present,
just
bro.
exploring a thought.
Just this is no more than a thought. Man.
This is a thought, man. What are
This
you
is
on
a
about?
thought within a thought within
This is a thought.
Deep inception, level 4 inception. This is.
Acha.
This is within the snow at the end.
Acha. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, fine. I'll take that.
You're there.
Sorry, continue. Jack Grealish's latin.
Right. So, I'd say I'm blessed with great calves. Okay, I've had a lot of compliments in the past. The Bhangra boys would often comment on my, and I think it's mainly because obviously I'm a short, stocky kind of guy.
You know when I used to say to you, you have good calves, and you'd be like, they're not active, as in
They're not what?
they're not active.
What does that mean?
So you used to
say
say,
that.
I don't use them, they're just this way, or they're not built, they're just this way. That's what you used to say. You used to say that to me, and I was like, it's a bit of a weird thing to say, but all right, cool. This is why you wear shorts in the in-person episodes, by the way. Look at him.
It's not for the calves actually. It's for the thighs. I've noticed the angle shot here that the thigh just looks really good,
Acha.
but my calves are nice. But that being said, let me just do a bit for the camera here.
Huh.
Calf activation. His calves, man. He got tackled the other day, and he doesn't wear shin pads, does he?
So I asked Jamie about this. He's a mate of mine from school.
Right.
He came to the flat on the weekend gone.
Okay.
To come see me because he's pretty much moving to Australia now.
Oh, Jamie, I'm at the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's
His
potentially
missus is from Australia.
Yeah. So he's pretty much moving there now, and this will be the last time I see him for a while.
Wow.
So it was good to see him, and I said, footballers don't. I made the same observation as you, which is they don't wear shin pads much.
No,
He said,
all of them do. It's just him. He doesn't wear them.
no, they all wear them. He said, but they're like stick thin. They're really small to the point where like you can barely see them,
Yeah.
but they still wear them, but it's not there. I said, why do they do that? He said, well, when you get tackled now, crunching tackles aren't really a thing like how they used to be. It's not your shins that needs to be protected, it's your ankles.
Man. Yeah.
So players just go for your ankles. They don't go for your shins anymore.
Who took it the other day?
And also you don't wear blades on the bottom of your shoes, on the bottom of your trainers.
Like
They're not
studs.
studs. They're like just normal
Trainer.
rubber studs. so you can move quicker. You're more agile.
Who's Liverpool's captain? Was it Henderson?
Jordan Henderson.
Yeah, so he took in the Wales game.
Yeah,
Somebody tackled. It was the stand-in Wales captain after
Gareth Bale gone off. So Aaron Ramsey.
Yeah, Ramsey, that tackle straight in his ankle, man. And the slow-mo was really good.
Yeah.
Like, all the pressure just on that bit there, I was like, wow, that's
Bang.
Because there's no protection there.
No, nothing.
Zero. But yeah, Grealish, man. So he'd been tackled and the camera was zoomed in. And he wasn't flexing, but I was like,
You could see his calves, man.
No, it's like he's been injected. It's like those, those like animals get given like steroids to make.
I mean, I was gonna say women's jitters that have been clearly juiced up, but yeah. Go on.
Okay, fine. That would have been that's a bit more vulgar.
That's a bit more of a realistic day-to-day thing that people would see. But yeah, okay.
Shindy and I were talking about this as well yesterday. There seems to be some trend at the gym, right, with girls wearing these types of trousers.
You mean leggings? Gymshark leggings that make your ass look better than it actually is.
Right, like
Karan, it's been a thing for years, man. Welcome to the club.
Maybe I'm open, my eyes are open to it now. But it's like there are obviously some people who are clearly really strong, squat a lot, and actually worked on it, and really have like a nice toned bum, right?
Yeah.
But you have some other like motiya who just wear the thing, and it makes it just look like all well formed. And I'm like, how is this working, man? Like, this doesn't make any sense to me, man.
So, two things at play.
Right.
Number one, they've clearly worked on the design to make it look so that it will do that.
Guys,
regardless
can you
of
see
the size.
how his fashion brain helps him here?
It is. And also following people who debunk things on social media also helps.
Right, okay.
So there's a PT I follow called James Smith.
Oh, yeah.
And he said a lot of the things you see on social media, don't believe. One of them was a photo shoot of women on site having leggings done, like butt pictures taken essentially.
Right.
And they were putting butt implants into their butt. So they had like these pads made and they were inserting them into their ass, and then they were taking pictures to make it look even better in the product purchase.
So what you're suggesting is we get it for the podcast when we do it in person, so we can have them as well. That's what you're saying, isn't
What?
it? So we should wear them in the podcast. That's what you're getting at, isn't it?
No, I'm not saying that at all. Right? I'm saying on social media it looks better, and on product listings on websites it looks much better than it actually is. But
Yeah, to
even
sell.
but
Yeah,
even when
yeah,
it comes
yeah.
to you, it's still very good.
Yeah, exactly.
But they make it look even better.
Yeah.
Now it's all suction around like
Jitter.
just around the what's the word?
Gluteus maximus.
No.
What?
What's the word?
I don't know.
Cellulite. It's all suction around the cellulite to put it in place to make it look firm. That's it.
Yes.
And
But
if,
it's just-
and if guys wore the same thing, if we wore the same leggings, you'd see the same thing. That's how it is.
I might have to wear some.
You can if you want. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll send you a picture.
Yeah. But going back to Jack Grealish's calves,
Yeah, just
hench.
wow.
Hench.
Pretty impressed. He's obviously got great thighs as well. But
You know he's from Birmingham, right? Proper Brummie lad.
I know.
Like, have you heard his accent?
Do you know what? I couldn't remember his name the other day, and I was talking to my friend PT Jamie. Also Jamie. I was like, oh, you know that guy Greasy? Grealish. That's his name.
Jack Greasy.
Yeah, Greasy.
Oi, Greasy. Orea.
Yeah.
Oi, Tel. Orea.
His interview with that young boy about the celebration, the cerebral palsy.
That was really nice.
That was
really nice.
really, really nice. I remember seeing celebration thinking that's a bit weird. And then obviously saw the thing.
He's a very pure kid.
Okay.
So some people say he's a bit...
Like pretty boy. Like
Some people say he is a pretty boy, but they also say that he's actually really dumb. But he's actually genuine.
yeah, I think that's
He's so genuine to a point where if you just ask him, what do you do for a job? He's like, oh, I just play football.
Oh,
He doesn't say, I'm a footballer. He says, I play football. That's it. Like, that's exactly how he is. He's very down to earth, but he's got nothing in between the ears, which is actually really sweet. And it's really nice to see. There's been some replays of him way back in his days at Villa where it was in a derby between Villa and Birmingham.
Right.
And they zoomed into his face.
Right.
And Birmingham City were taking the piss, having their wall set up. And he looks at the camera and he goes, oh my life. Like, you could see his mouth say
Mouthing
it.
it.
And someone just took a picture of it,
And what, voiced it over.
voiced over saying, oh my life. And they said, I've never seen more of a Brummie mouth. I've never seen a more Brummie, what's the word?
Okay.
I've never seen a more
Thinking about the
Brummie.
butt again, aren't you?
No,
The
I've
butts.
never seen a more Brummie,
The butts.
like, I don't know, lip sync or anything in my life. And I was like, yeah, that's true. You could tell immediately what he was trying to get at.
Fair play.
So yeah,
So yeah, that's what's been happening with me.
shout out to Jack. So jumping into confessions of Married Monday.
Oh,
Brown Monday.
Hello. Brown Monday.
Ma-
Brown on a Monday. It's been a while. I haven't done a Desi Jamil.
Yes, it's very true. So, Karan,
Confessions of Brown Monday. Hello, you stumbled on something
Confessions
there.
of Brown Monday. No,
Married
I'm just
Men,
mixing it
Brown
up.
Monday.
I'm
I
mixing
like
it up. You know,
Bro, I'm really impressed.
week on week. That literally just came now randomly.
Mate, that's fire.
Marketing.
That's like
marketing. Okay. Marketing.
Genius,
What the?
genius in action. You need to change your screensaver, say something like that.
Koi gal nahi. What marketing? Full stop.
Just put genius. Genius in progress. Yeah.
Come on, tell me your confessions.
Oh, so many confessions. So this one again is cinema based, but it's not about Shindy.
We should rename this segment "Confessions of a Cinema Man."
Yeah.
Honestly,
I am a cinema man.
you actually are. It's ridiculous.
I was saying to Shindy in this moment of gratitude yesterday that actually at the end of this year, I actually want to make a list of how many times you've been to cinema, how many live performances we've seen, how many times, other things basically. We've like how many holidays we've been on. We did so much this year.
Yeah.
But cinema being one of them. So guys, you'd be happy to know Shindy was on time. She actually got there earlier than me, got my snacks.
Boom.
Yeah. So that was very nice.
Positive.
Now this bit is about when we went to watch Wakanda Forever, which I know you've seen as well. Packed cinema. We're in the VIP row. I like it, middle of the middle, away from the riffraff, right? And cinema etiquette, right? So a couple of things. When you go into the cinema, there's a couple of stages. If you get there very early, the lights are on. There is nothing on the screen apart from like a screensaver. It'll just be changing. It'll be like low level, like kind of ads.
Yeah.
Whatever, right?
Mm.
Then the lights will dim a little bit and it'll become ads, car ads.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right. Then you have the trailers.
Mm.
Then you have feature film.
Mm.
Those are stages, right? Talking. Let's talk about talking first.
Let's talk about talking.
Let's talk about talking.
Jesus,
when
man.
Are
You
allowed
really
to
don't
talk?
belong in marketing. Okay, you proved that there. Carry on.
When are you permitted to talk in the cinema?
Not at all.
Okay, no, I will allow. So in that first stage when there's just, flashing screen, but it's
Okay,
just,
flashing screen, yes.
Flashing
As soon
screen,
as
yes.
some sort of trailer starts playing, jump.
yeah, trailer, exactly that. Ads are fine though. I don't mind if people talking ads.
I don't know, man. Ads I'm a bit iffy about. It depends.
I don't care about ads. Ads is fine. You want to talk, you want to get stuff out, get it out then. I don't care. Trailers start, it's like the soft signal to you getting ready to watch the film. Like, just calm down now. Enjoy the, the previews.
Chop.
And obviously during the film, shut the hell up. Like, so there's talking, but then there's also eating noises.
Okay, hang on. I don't agree with this.
With what I haven't said.
Eating noises
Right, go on.
are allowed. You can eat. It's okay.
There is a school of thought that snacks bought for the cinema should be consumed before the film starts.
No.
It's a big movement, man. I'm not like, I haven't made this up, right? And look this up. A lot of people, the hot dog, the popcorn, it's all meant to be consumed so you're ready to watch the film. That being said, if you want to enjoy things during the film, you've got to do it in a way where it's not like... like, you can't have it on that level, man. Like, there's such a tense moment, they're doing the send-off for Black
Chadwick
Panther.
Boseman, yeah.
Yeah, and I was thinking of his name, T'Challa.
Chadwick, yeah.
T'Challa, yeah. So the late Chadwick Boseman. And there's people, it's really like emotional moment. You can see, because I felt this in the film, like
The roller, yeah.
it's
yeah.
not just that the character's passed away. He's genuinely passed away.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
people on screen actually knew him. Those emotions are probably real.
Yeah.
Right, with the sister and the mom. And so
It's probably like the 30-second take, but yeah.
Yeah. But so I'm there, and then I was like, bro, just keep it in, man. Just wait till there's like a bang or an action scene where you can start
Yeah, you
consuming
know
it.
what? Okay,
Timing,
fine.
right?
Okay,
Timing.
fine. Timing of it, I understand. If it's in the first 10 minutes of the film, consume.
Yeah.
But when it starts hitting deep moments, you got to chill.
You got chill.
And then when it starts popping off with loud music, then like
Do you
shovel it in, man. It's fine. Yeah.
So there's that. Right. So then we had this one lady behind us, a bit like Grealish's accent, definitely Brummy man, who was like, for certain cinema performances, if you're hearing impaired, they have audio description.
Yeah, you do.
So she was kind of doing audio description when it wasn't needed. So, for example, spoiler guys here. So in Black Panther, the sister, she becomes the next Panther, right? And it's very obvious. She's drank the special juice. She's gone to that place.
Yeah.
She's wearing the suit. Oh, is she the Black Panther then, is she? And I was just like, really? Oh, is she going to put the suit on, is she then? I was like, mate, what are you doing? and then it made me think, and this is why I wanted to put this content in the podcast. It was like, I wish, right, when I sit in the cinema, I had this little board and I can open this briefcase, like the president has. In the submarine, they have the keys that turn for the nuclear, right? I wish I can open this thing and it's got every seat listed. I can just press a button and it just zaps
Eject them.
No, well, eject would be good. Just zap them and it's going to be a bit of a shock in it.
Nah, eject God.
And I was just, oh God, it just pissed me off to no end, man. And so and then I have stages of, remember we talked about stages of five anger?
Yes.
So I have stages of how I react to
cinema anger.
Yeah, so it's, first I try and keep it in. It's not going to happen again. I tell myself, I just talk to myself, it's fine, she's going to be quiet, she's fine. And then it's, good day, right?
Is that what you do?
Right, so that's my second level, okay? Sometimes, but the thing is, you have to be astute to knowing that that's towards you to pick up on it. They might just think I'm having an actual like conga.
Yeah.
Right, then the third level, the look.
Acha. You gave the look.
It's never full on look. I never look straight into the eyes.
You know what's mad?
Go.
If it was a Munda who was 6'4", 265 pounds,
I wouldn't know that.
Would you turn around and look? And if you looked, would you be like...
I didn't know.
But if he was...
But if I knew, then no, I think I still do it. But remember, the look isn't, I look straight at them like, I'm going to knock you out. It's not that kind of look. It's a half look as well. It's a kind of like, I'm turning because you pissed me off, but I'm not going to start anything here.
You're assuming people are emotionally intelligent enough to pick up on these things.
Exactly. No. Without saying to someone, can you please be quiet? These are my three levels. I've never gone to a fully... What has happened in the past when Shindy and I have been there, there's been so much rolla here that other people have been affected. They've left the cinema cold.
Wow. They did the full snitch.
Full cinema, yeah. And
Fair play.
Then they've been
Fair play.
But we got free cinema tickets. We went to watch John Wick 3. And I think it was on the day where kids are broken up from school.
Yeah, and it was bad. I remember you saying this a while ago. Yeah. One of the episodes.
So yeah. So that's one of my confessions.
That was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll give you my second one, which is pretty funny, which is about, you'll relate to this, and this comes back to Brown Monday. So when you're a boy, Punjabi boy, and it doesn't matter. Like if I say to my mum, like, "Can you roti khaniya?" and I'm like, "Mum, chal ek roti kha lenge aaj." She's never just gonna make you one roti.
No, she'll make you 4.
Right? So 4, 5.
Just in case.
No, not just in case. Sehat banana. Right?
Sehat banana.
Sehat banana. You know what that means?
No.
So like it means like make your health. That's a literal translation. Or like what Gore would say is like, you're a growing lad. And like mom will say that, and I'm like, Mom, I'm 32 years old. I'm obviously not going to get any bigger, like height wise. You can't keep using that line.
Are you 32?
Yeah, I'm 32.
Shit, I thought you were 31.
Does that really make a difference?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
I've got my years wrong. Sorry, carry on.
Okay. But yeah, I'm like, it's obviously not relevant anymore. But Punjabi moms, huh? Koi nahi, roti khana. Big boy ban ja tu.
Big boy.
When I was growing up, 6 foot hoye na tu. 6 foot parathe khala. The problem was when I was young, I just didn't eat anything, man. I was just...
Yeah, I remember Mr. Fussy Eater.
Resistant to food. Now I love food, man. I'm like,
it's too late now, mate.
Well, exactly.
It's too late now.
Yeah.
The only weight gain is around the waist area. That's it, man.
It doesn't matter how many rotiyan you eat now.
Nah.
But it's really funny. And then the other thing, which is really funny, my sister Meher or Jazz will often laugh about this. Let's say mom's putting in matar paneer for us, right? You know matar paneer? You like matar paneer?
Yeah, I love it.
Right.
Matar paneer's banging.
Banging, isn't it? So guys,
but like, only in cube format.
As opposed to? Oh,
like
oh no.
People have it all like ground
mushy.
Up and stuff, the mushy one. I'm like, no, I can't be doing this.
We have paneer like that, but then it's just dry paneer.
It's horrible.
Sukka paneer.
Horrible.
That I don't mind that. Sukka paneer is okay, but you can't have taddi with that. That's just weird. If it's matar paneer, it has to have the taddi, the matar, and the cubes.
Yes.
Right?
100%.
So, like, if both me and Meher are going to have matar paneer, and mom's getting the colony already of the paneer,
yeah.
Mom will favor me with better paneer pieces.
Oh.
Yeah. And my sister would be like, why give me the, like, it's the
why are you giving me the remnants?
The example would be like, like in a crisp packet, you get that one green crisp or that one black one.
Oh, that's rare, Yeah.
Rare, but you do get it, right?
So you bite it, you think it's going to taste good. It tastes like shit, but you're like, yo, I got a special one though.
No, he's not eating, man. You just get rid of it.
No, I eat it. I ain't gonna lie.
That's why you're so weird, isn't it?
Never let a crisp
This is Chris.
Never
Man. He's
fulfill
his
its
Chris
dream.
packets in the
Mate,
sofa.
I am the crisp
man.
crisp kid, man. I'm telling you.
You're a crisp kid.
Kryptonite. Honestly, kryptonite.
But yeah, Punjabi mom's in it.
I can't believe that she favors you so much. But you lived there. I thought she would have given it to your sister because she ain't back that much.
Yeah.
She's moved. So I'd be like,
she'll be like, Mom, can I have some paneer, please? And she's like, you give me all the, just the 30 in the peas.
see, Loki. See, when I come home,
Right.
Mum will call me and be like, what do you want to eat? I'm
Right.
like, what are you offering? And Mum's like, whatever you want. I was like, Acha, whatever I want. She's like, yeah.
What's the go-to?
My go-to is my mum's chicken that she makes, and it's in like a yogurt marinade.
Okay.
But she marinates it in like yogurt, a bunch of other stuff.
But it's like a butter chicken, 30.
It's not a dirty chicken because you put it in the oven. So you leave it to marinate overnight.
How do you eat it?
You spread it out and you put it in the oven.
How do you eat it? Is it like mixed grill? Like you have it with naan, or what do you eat with?
Oh, I can eat it with anything like jar, bread, anything. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine.
Kind of thing.
But like I have it and I was like, so good.
Okay. What's your veg go-to?
Mum normally does chole bhature, which I'm having on Sunday. I'm well excited. Chole bhature on Sunday.
All right, here's a question
If
for
I
you.
put that into my fitness pal, it breaks it, man. I'm telling you. When you put in the word bhature, it's like 400 calories per bhatura. You're like,
Is this so like
it's worth it.
they?
It's worth it.
Right,
Go
when
on,
you have a
question.
chole, which also got chane as well, chane masala or chole. Two questions for you. Do you have aloo with the chole?
Sometimes, sometimes it is in there. However, I prefer my chole pure.
Agreed.
I do prefer it pure.
Do you have chopped up red onions?
No.
In there? Okay, that's where we disagree then. Chopped up red onions. I mean, the best place I've had this type of stuff is in India. Taba is the one, man. What's your issue with the little onions?
I've always come to the term. No, onions are fine. Peppers. You said peppers.
No, onions.
Oh, red onions.
Oh, not red pepper, bro. That's weird.
I thought you were on about red pepper. Sorry, I misunderstood.
weird,
No,
man.
normal onions in there are fine. I've not necessarily differentiated if it's red or normal.
Yeah, red's just more common in India. That's all.
Yeah. Onions are fine. Yeah,
onion.
Neither here nor there. I thought you were on about peppers. I was like, Karan, where are you taking
weird
me?
Sabji.
Yeah, what the fuck are you
Yeah,
consuming?
man, this is like some next level pepper sabji. Is there any sabji you have with peppers? Yes, chili paneer.
Yeah. Chili paneer's alright.
Chili paneer is the one, man. Chili paneer when you go to a mixie place or garlic naan and masala chips. Oh yes.
I can never get that, but yeah.
Oh yes.
I'll never get that.
What do you mean?
Allergies. I haven't eaten at a mixed grill place in like about 10 years.
Oh, because you're diddy. Yeah, it's fine.
About 10 years.
We'll find you a place.
We will not. I'll go with people and I'll sit them consume the food.
Yeah.
And I'll like, yeah, cool. I'll sit there and just watch you yam the food. Great, yeah.
Okay.
Have a little cordial. And I'll go home.
Cordial.
That's it, boss.
Bring my little box.
I'll bring my little cordial.
Have you got a microwave, please? Every time you see Indy guys, he'll come to your door and they have two things: an avian bottle from like 10 years ago,
Unless
which he keeps
actually,
recycling.
I did.
Dun dun dun.
I did until now.
The blue bottle.
The blue bottle is a new
bottle.
avian bottle now. Applied Nutrition, sponsored by.
Dun dun dun. And he'll have his dabba. He'll have his dabba.
It's very true.
Khana.
It's very true.
Do you bring cutlery with you?
Do I bring cutlery?
Cutlery.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, cutlery.
Yeah.
Poor Shindy, man. She's getting it in the neck and she's sitting in the corner. It's hilarious. I was about to ask her something, but I've forgotten.
Yeah. Do you bring it with you? I can't remember.
What, the cutlery?
Yeah.
No.
Don't know. I feel like you're one of those guys.
No. The minimum I would expect from someone is like, let me use your electricity, okay? let me use.
I'm gonna give
Let
you.
me use your spoon.
I'm gonna give you.
If I have to preheat my food and bring it to yours,
Bro,
there's something seriously wrong with our friendship here.
I'm gonna give you a candle. Put this underneath. Got him.
Bring out the flipping the big red, the big rig that people use at wedding times when they're trying to cook all the food.
Oh, I'll give you a stool as well. Then.
Yeah, the stool and the big rig.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Two aunties. There's always two aunties as well. Cha bana de put. Cha pini hai. It's massive donga.
What's that rig called? What's it called? Is it like a gas canister? That's it.
Yeah, cylinder.
Yeah, the gas cylinders. They're mad.
Yeah.
They're actually mad. They look so heavy. You forget. You're like, oh, actually,
No, they are heavy, man.
it's all right.
That's heavy. And the beer kegs we had to do that during the wedding. Wow, they are heavy, man.
Yeah, kegs are heavy.
Kegs are heavy, man.
Kegs are heavy.
And then just on a lighter note, a funnier little confession. Apparently the other day when we were sleeping, Shindy and I just turned over and started counting. Turned over to, and I don't think it was Monaco style. It wasn't a 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, a 1, 2, 5, nothing like that. But
4,
it was,
5,
I went
6, 7, 5, 7,
6,
6,
7,
7.
7, 7. Do you want me to do that on medics?
I remember that.
I did 8.
I remember
fingers.
that. You did 8, and I was like, what happened there,
I
mate?
went 7, 8. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's just I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I stopped.
Why did you stop at 5?
I've been asking myself that question. Why could I not get past 5? What do you think is a respectable number to count to in your sleep? That's the question. That's the question for all of you guys. If you're sleep talking and you count numbers like me, you don't know why I was counting, don't know what I was counting.
But you were counting in order. Some people don't even say count in order. They just say like 1, 16, 44,
Bro,
2.
advanced athlete, man.
Advanced athlete.
Me and Grealish got the calves in it.
I won't push it, mate.
Right. Yeah, so question for you guys. What's a respectable number to count to when you sleep?
I don't know, man. I feel like I'd be alarmed by the counting itself.
I can't. Well, Shindy's used to me saying which.
Or were you thinking, count to 5, you're about to be put under the anesthetic in your dream?
I've never had
Count to 5, Karan.
Yeah,
1, 2,
It's backwards
3.
You've had this, but I've not had that. I don't know. I don't know what I was
I
thinking.
hated the feeling. Oh, the feeling of that anesthetic, man. It's just that cold feeling in your arm. You're like, oh.
But you love your hearing now, Spider-Man.
I do. It came with great pain.
All right, Spider-Man. It was a great responsibility, was it?
But I did get great responsibility with it. Yeah.
You can hear everything.
I can hear everything. I can hear everything that Sanj says to me now, and I'm like, oh.
Saaf kar de. But the Christmas area.
I'm like, I can't pretend like I didn't hear her now.
Oh God. Yes.
Why were you counting your?
Yeah. Why was counting is
So
the question?
random.
But Shindy, why isn't Shindy scared? Because from time to time, I will just say things, and then what she knows I'm saying it, so she'll call me out. She'll like, "You're chatting shit." She'll say, "You're chatting shit again," and I'll never remember what
When
I
you're
said.
asleep.
And she'll say, "What are you saying then?" And I'll be like, "Oh, I'll tell you in the morning." So I was standing like, "I'll tell you in the morning." Yeah. She's like, "No, you're not. You're just chatting shit again, aren't you?" So yeah.
To be fair,
To summarize, I chat shit when I sleep.
there have been you chat shit in normal times. The other day when we were on the call,
Yeah.
and you were giving this flipping like monologue of a speech,
About-
and all she said in the background afterwards was, "Chat so much shit, man," and it sent me like roaring with laughter.
Yeah. You
So I was like, I'm so glad
you need it.
someone else speaks the way I think. Okay.
Yeah. It's again that same thing. How you and Shindy are so similar. How me and Sanj are similar.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
That's how this works.
Sanj understands.
She understands.
She's on the level. It's an organizer
is.
level. So what's your confession, mate?
Well, it's actually not my confession. It's confession of
A wife.
Sanj.
Brown goody.
Brown goody.
Brown goody.
So what she told me was she went to Dubai when our mate's wedding.
Dubai. Yeah.
And when she was there,
Yeah.
she had this weird dilemma. And guys, tell us how you would react to this in the comments.
Go to the football match.
No.
Harveer Kaur, shout out to you.
Thank you
We
for
agree. Yeah.
thank you
shouldn't
for
leave.
saying you don't agree.
But Indy.
I don't agree with your answer. Sorry.
Yeah. Indy's. He's a good. He's
I'm
a
on
traitor. He's a traitor, man. Yeah.
Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so
Yeah.
she was talking to people there and she was meeting people of different ages.
This is guests.
Yeah. And you've got people who are in that weird age bracket where they're
Okay.
40, 45 and
Sorry.
you're 30.
Sorry. Why is 40, 45 a weird age?
Hold that thought.
Come to it. Yeah. Go on.
And you say to them, "Oh, it's nice to meet you. Aunty, uncle,
Address.
Bai,
The address.
Benji,
Baji. Yeah.
name, like their actual name."
First name. Yeah.
Right? I'm like, what do you do? And you don't want to offend them because they're thinking, you think I'm that old?
I'm cool. I'm hip. Yeah.
And you're thinking, oh shit, how would I react if I was in their spot? Hang on, I'm 30. What if a fucking 12-year-old comes up to me? They're going to call me auntie. Wait, what? So where's the cutoff age, isn't it?
Yeah. I've got a really easy answer to this.
Go on.
My thing.
How many grey hairs do you have in your beard? That's it done.
I've lost already. Then.
Goran's already there, man.
Yeah, one of my nieces actually calls me Baba. She gets.
Oh shit,
She's
okay.
actually scared of me. When she sees me, she'll go like, Baba. Baba. And I'm like, bro, it's Mama. Mama. She's like, Baba. Baba. I'm like, no. She's getting better now. She's not as scared of me.
Okay.
To decondition her to how scared I am. So this is my shout out to my niece Noor. What I do is, so her mom, my first cousin, I'll go to her and hug her and make sure my niece Noor can see. I'm like, look, we are friends. I'm okay. Not scary Baba.
Yeah, true.
And then she'll like look, like, okay, maybe. So we're getting there. So yeah. Anyway, I digress. What was I going to say? Yes, my answer to how do you decide? I have found when the person you're interacting with seems to be of the same upbringing as you, i.e. British born, speaks English, I have no problem saying the first name. That's kind of what I differentiate. But if somebody I approach is very Sat Sri Akal, I'll default to Baji and Benji, uncle, auntie.
But what's the age?
Yeah, I don't base it on age. I just base it on that factor.
You base it on looks.
No,
So
no,
what if they
no,
got
no,
like...
no, but not looks. It's how you're
Yeah,
having
okay, fine,
banter with
fine.
me, you're speaking
Someone
English.
says Sasikal, and you say
Sat Sri Akal.
Sasikal.
Oh,
Yeah. Punjabi X, baby.
Oh,
Right.
This
So
is like him
someone
saying
said-
Hannah again. Hannah, you've been doing a lot. You such a.
Oh, I love it. I
You
love
keep
it so
We'll
much.
write a comment in WhatsApp. The comment is made. There's no need for this extra word. Hannah.
No, I say Hana and I put it in italics.
Dickhead, man. Yes.
Okay, go on. So they say Sasrikal and you
Yes,
say
right, so-
Sasrikal,
Sat Sri
right?
Akal, Paji.
Fine.
Yeah.
That's what you say. Okay, how do you differentiate Baji and uncle? Is it the pug? Is it the grey hair?
No,
Is it the outfit? Come on, man. You got to play this. You got to play this correctly.
Paji and uncle is again based. That's definitely based on age though. So say it's what I deem to be between 30 and 50.
50.
I'm just giving you whatever.
Sure.
Between 30
No,
and
no,
50.
no, no. You
Listen,
can't do
listen.
whatever because there's
Listen,
people who live in the grey.
Who say Sat Sri Akal to me,
Mm.
right? That person, male person, Sat Sri Akal Paji. If they're clearly more elderly and I don't know the rishta, so it's not like a mama for furtaya or something like that, then it becomes Uncle Ji. So a random baba at the Gurdwara.
Yeah, Baba understood, man. I'm on about the grey area age gap. The 40s to 50.
No, they're all Pajis to me.
All of them.
All of them. If they speak Punjabi to me, it's going to be a Paji. The only uncle I reserve is more than 60. So even up to 60.
Or are you saying a friend of your like parents? Or friend of your... Have you got a mama? Have you got a chacha?
Yeah.
Friend of a chacha. You'd be like uncle. But your chacha's younger, so you would think he rolls with younger people.
No, so this is another actually probably really interesting one. Sometimes you use what I call kind of like the go-to of the phantom rishta. I'll give you an example. If I was at your house, your mom and dad, let me talk about your mom and dad.
Yeah.
I would refer to your mom and dad because I'm close to you now as Masi and Masur.
Oh, shit.
Right,
Okay.
so here's the thing. This is something I learned. The default rishta for any set of parents who are close enough is Masi and Masur.
I always
default.
go for auntie, uncle. Always, every time.
So for example, Shindi's brother, my brother-in-law got married.
Mm.
His in-laws, I refer to as Masi and Masur. Shindi's sisters.
Yeah,
parents.
but that's standard.
Well,
I
why
get
is it
that.
standard? They're not my
Because...
Masi Masur. They're not related. They're not my mum's sister.
Well, they technically are. They technically are your mum's sister now, or your dad's brother. Like, they technically are. Actually, no, it's always your mum's sister, isn't it? It's never your dad's brother.
Never is.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
always
The
your mum's
The
sister.
default is always Masi Masur. So that's good as well in a way because I think auntie and uncle in that situation is too informal. It's too like distant. Auntie and uncle is reserved for I really don't know you, but you're here, part of the wedding party. You're obviously older, so I'm not going to call you Paji Benji. So that becomes uncle auntie. Or stop at G. Sat Sri Akal Ji. Stop. Tusi theek ho ji?
No, I just say hi.
Do you know?
I just say hi, and then I'll say, "What do you want to be called?" Genuinely, like if
Say-
it's
oh, wait,
if
wait,
it's
Say
tentative,
that
I'm
in
like,
Punjabi for me?
"What do you want to be called?"
Yeah, in Punjabi, what would you say?
Oh no, that's different. If it's Punjabi, then you gotta just default to the uncle straight.
Yeah, oh, I see.
Default to uncle straight up.
Yeah.
If they're my age, I'm like buddy, right? But if it's like uncle straight up,
I
bam,
remember a
done.
lot, like if it's us, if somebody does that with me, I've had someone, maybe he's probably 18, try to take to me.
What?
Yeah, like Sat Sri Akal and trying to touch my feet. And I'm like,
You need
Bro,
to chill.
yeah. So, but then.
I know you
again-
save lives and all, but chill,
No,
okay?
I didn't ask for it. I didn't ask for it. Yeah, I'm telling that guy to chill. I'm like, just relax. But we would just say, just call me. Right, call me Jazz, call me Indy, call me Karan, whatever it is. Like, we'll just be like, oh, that's fine, just call me this. It's all good.
I like that. I do think that if we draw a hard parameter of being like, okay, when your kid is past 10
Right.
and you are 45,
Okay.
if both of those conditions are satisfied,
Then,
you are uncle.
to your friends' kids, like, you become a chacha, don't you, like, by default as well?
No, Daya. Cha-cha, Daya. Depends.
Yeah, okay. Depends if you're older or younger. Yeah, that's fair enough.
But then I'm Daya to my mate's kid.
Because you're older.
Yeah, but I'm not related to him. But it's
because
Daya, innit?
it's like close.
But I kind of am related to him, but not. It's like related through like in-law. See what I mean? Hence our friends.
All right, here's a good one for you. So, when you're in school, you refer to male teachers as sir, yeah? I presume.
Miss and sir.
Yeah. Some male teachers.
Yeah. I'm
Salah. Miss.
I'm getting ahead of you.
Yeah, miss. Right.
Actually,
Go on.
I've got a sub question to that, but
Right.
go on, carry
So
on.
you remain. So I have this situation. So you remain friends with these teachers now
Friends with them.
after school. Like I have some teachers now.
Yeah, but you're weird, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, my friends say this as well. But let's just listen.
Your friend said this as well. Your friends have got a fucking point.
Let's just follow the thing. At what point do you keep calling them? Well, you don't call them sir.
No,
obviously,
I'll call him sir or miss forever, man.
or does it become Mister and then the surname, or does it become first name basis?
No, it becomes either Mr. It becomes what I called them in school. If I respect them, it's what I called them in school.
Yeah.
If I didn't like him, it's first name.
No, but then if you didn't like him, you wouldn't still be friends, would you?
No, but if I saw them in the street,
Yeah, that's
I'd
different.
be like, oh, all right, Duncan. Yeah. That's what I'll say.
Whitest name ever, Duncan.
All right, Duncan. Yeah.
Okay, I've had the situation recently. I think we've got to the point now where actually it's a first name basis thing,
Acha,
and,
acha.
and it's fine.
Does he call you boy or does he call you Karan?
It's not Punjabi boy. Yeah, boy.
No. Posh white people call you like, hello, boy. All right. Oh, boy, come here. Yeah.
Listen, I don't know what weird sex school you went to, man. Where it's like, come here,
Private
boy.
school, man. You know.
No. We had a thing in secondary school. It was all about surnames.
Mm.
So Mavi.
Oh yeah, you have Mavi. Yeah.
So Mavi, but Mavi then became Mav.
Mm.
Mavster.
That's the fucking hell.
The best nickname I ever had. I had this American. I think I told you this American teacher in primary school. So they brought him in. He's supposed to teach us rugby, but he obviously didn't know rugby, so he started teaching us baseball.
Nice.
Right, and he really liked me. Like it was basically like so in our year, it was like all the other boys versus me and him in this one game. And he's like, so you know my full name is just Karan. So
Yeah.
my friends used to call me Jasky, but this American, he started calling me Jasper. Hey,
Jasper.
Yeah, he's
Hey,
like,
Jasper.
he was like, Jasper, you and me, Jasper, we can do this, Jasper. Always remember that, man. It's,
Oh man, here's a test for people in the comments.
yeah.
Let us know the nicknames that Karan has been called in this podcast because I'm pretty sure it's in double figures now. Just from people.
In med school, I remember there was a guy who was in the Bhangra team, but he's kind of before my time. We were in the same year as well. And he said to me, he goes, bro, you have so many different names that sometimes we're talking about you in a conversation, you don't realize.
And no one knows it's the same person.
It's the same person. And I was like, yeah. I was like, but it's not me that puts these names out there. It's just people know me from different settings.
Karan's
So
got these pseudonyms, man. On Company's House, he's got like 15 names. Changing names every year so he doesn't have to list his accounts. In case you didn't know, that is a tax hack that I found out recently. I didn't know that. If you
Yeah,
change directors every 10 months, you never have to report you.
Just to be clear,
your accounts.
I don't do that. But that's fine.
Well,
Yeah. Anywho.
type in Jasper to Google and see what you get.
So what does Sanj do?
So what did Sanj do? Okay, clap again. So what did Sanj do?
Yeah.
Sanj, she sort of was asked to not call them uncle.
Bye.
Call them by like the uncles there. Like, don't call me uncle, call me this, something like that. And it's like, okay.
Jay, call me Jay.
Yeah, she was in a bit of a weird predicament there. It's a bit tough,
So if you're the younger person, you get asked to call somebody older by their first name. Why is that weird for us?
Because, no, I don't think it's weird for us. I think they take offense at the fact that we defaulted to the elder statement.
No, but why did so why did Sanj feel weird?
I think she felt bad, not weird. I think she
About?
felt bad about calling them uncle in the first place. And
Okay.
Bachara, they still think they're young, right? Yeah.
Oh, wow,
One of them.
savage.
Yeah. Right.
Sanj, when it comes to how old somebody is, bases on the amount of hair on their head, don't you, Sanj?
Pretty much, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah,
fair.
that's quite fair.
Yeah, that's
Fair
very
assessment,
fair.
isn't it?
Very fair. The amount of balding uncles out there is true. It's true.
The amount of red lorries and yellow lorries out there.
Oh
Yeah.
man. But I wanted to go back to the predicament there.
Go.
So you said you call them sir or miss.
In school.
What if the
sub-question. Yeah.
What if the teacher is
He's a
trans?
Yeah. Didn't come up obviously when we were at school, does it?
Yeah, but now you're like
So then
they
so you just ask what
they doesn't really
you ask
work, does it?
What's the pronoun you like to be in that situation? That'd be a special situation where I think someone higher up in the school, headmaster or the deputy head,
They got to make an announcement of some sort.
right, they got to tell you like this is a situation you should what's the word
Be sensitive
No,
to the
no.
situation.
how do you you should address, that's the word I'm trying to say. This is how you address this teacher. Yeah. So
Yes.
there you go. Subquestion answered tick.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah, man. Weird times we live in. That's what I'm thinking about. Think of the generation of world that our kids are going to have to grow up in.
You're
Where
doing
they
it.
have
You
to have
just-
all these
just-
things.
Just stop. You're doing it again.
I'm doing it
You're
again. I
going
love
deep
it.
again. Just
I love
let
it.
them enjoy their lives.
I love
They'll
it,
figure
man.
shit out. Did we figure shit out? Do your parents figure shit out?
Bro, our life is much easier compared to theirs.
Bro, it's all relative. It's all relative.
Is it?
It's the same thing, man. We talked about this before about doctors saying, "Oh, back in my day, ahun. We all deal with different shit. Yes, some things are easier, but other things are going to be harder. It
Sure.
all balances itself out. You don't worry about them. They'll sort themselves out. We're there to help them as much as we can. Jordan Peterson says this. The job of good parents is to create an environment that allows for controlled failing. That's the best thing I've ever heard him say in terms of parenting.
Yeah, that's true. One thing, I was talking to my osteopath today, right? And I saw him and he was telling me he's worried about like raising soft kids and whatnot.
Right.
And he said,
define soft,
like kids that are like mollycoddled,
sensitive,
very sensitive,
yeah,
very have everything on a plate. Yeah. And he said, look, one person said to him something quite extreme. He said, it took me a while to kind of understand it. The extreme statement was something along the lines of, I want my kid. No, I would rather my kid not like me during their childhood and have respect for themselves when they're older than look after them fully until they're like 18, 19, and then they end up resenting me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want that. I kind of want the love and joy I get from a kid in the childhood.
Bit of both,
That's important to me, because after that, they ain't going to want your love and affection. So enjoy it while it lasts.
It's a very good point. It's because that's a tough road to lead. It's like the whole thing about how do you watch them and let them make mistakes so they learn on their own from a distance.
Yeah.
Right. That's tough. That is tough. And then, we have this, I think it's a wrong thing about, we want to give them everything we didn't have. I think that's actually the wrong approach. Like, we want to do more than the generation before. It's like, no, actually you don't want that. You do want independent, critically thinking people that can survive and navigate this changing world. That's what you want to give them, that skill set. So how do you do that? Well, they need to have challenges in life. Challenges, scars. That's the only way to do it. Controlled manner. I'm not saying like in 300 when you're age 7, send him to Yogogi.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, right? So that's like an extreme version. Like,
Yeah.
You could do that. But there's a balance, and I think I don't think there's a blueprint for this. I think you kind of just roll with it, man. I think that is the experience of parenting. But yeah, when we get to that point when we're doing it, Indy, and we talk about it on the podcast, I'm sure we'll have a new segment about parenting.
Oh, fucking hell, imagine that. Man. No, I'm just going to sit there and be like, so what happened this week? Yeah. How many times did your child projectile vomit on you? Yeah. Why were you half an hour late to the podcast? Yeah. Why did we not podcast yesterday? Why did you leave me hanging?
Why are you leaving the podcast?
Why are you handing in your notice of the podcast? I want a month's notice.
You're about 10 saal notice.
Yeah, 10 years.
Yeah. Chal.
All right, next bit. Okay, so
Hanji.
We don't have a question. Our audience have questions. Ooh. Turning into a common theme now.
Right.
However, we got submitted Gand questions.
Define Gand.
Mum, I'm sorry. That's all I'm going to say. If you want to tune out, now is the time to tune out.
Bloody hell.
Okay. Galison.
Okay, I'm just going to say this before we start. Guys, I haven't had any of these questions. I'm not prepared. These are real reactions.
He actually hasn't.
Maybe.
Okay, I'm going to give you... I'm going to
ease into it.
I'm going to do some quick fire, okay?
No, ease into it, though.
This is quick fire.
But don't go hardcore straight away.
Yeah, obviously. Right, I'll do quick fire. Why are men trash?
What do I have to do? Answer that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't agree.
I said quick fire.
I don't agree. Men aren't trash. Why are men trash? I'm not trash. You're not trash. Men are not trash.
Huh? Men are not trash.
Men are not trash.
Why are men not trash?
It's just a weird statement. Who's saying men are trash? Who has said that? Who has said that?
Women in their 20s/30s that have been messed around by guys.
Well, they haven't met you and me, have they? So, you're stereotyping.
Yeah, but some guys are fully down for it.
None of my friends are like that, so I can't.
I don't know, man. People be creeping. You never know.
People be creeping. Okay.
It's true. People have been creeping, or maybe they were creepers.
Creepers, maybe.
Come on, man. It's a real thing. We know friends that have creeped.
Why men are trash? There's just a lot more accessibility to things nowadays. I think that's what it is.
Acha.
There's a lot more. I did a video about this yesterday about addiction. Right. I looked up the definition
to different ladies.
Right. No, but the definition of addiction, I was talking about in the context of social media, but most of the time we think about it in terms of drugs. But yes, in this context, there's something like the persistent urge
for ladies
for certain behaviors. So that's what it is, right? It's wholly available. That's the problem. Okay,
fine.
So you going to answer these questions as well or no?
No, this is all for you. Why are men thirsty for ladies?
Oh my. That's basically the same question.
It's not the same question.
Why is that? Okay, can you just help me understand the question? Why is that the... Because it felt like the undertone to question one about trash.
By the way, this is from one half of the Bain Saint podcast.
I know which half it's from as well.
From Gutterman.
That's not, no, really.
That's Gutterman.
Oh, I thought
I haven't taken you to Amrits yet. Okay.
Oh, wow. This is the light one, yeah?
Yeah.
Sorry, no, but the trash question felt like the undertone was guys messing about, which is the same as that question there.
No, but why? No, it's different. It's different.
Tell me
Why
the
are men
question.
trash?
Right.
Is
asking
is
why do they cheat?
is a woman saying, why do men mess a lot of people around?
Cheat.
Not cheating,
No, but that's
just
basically
like
it.
taking them on the go, innit? Or
Cheating,
like,
man, that's it.
or
That's
just
it, yeah.
ghosting, all that stuff.
Yeah. So all that kind of stuff. And this is asking why they're so horny.
And this is saying, why are they so horny? Yeah.
You know, the best answer I've seen on this is from Eddie Murphy's Raw, which is from the 1980s.
Okay.
Right. Now, remember, when you watch Raw when you're young, you don't really appreciate it until you get older.
Yes.
So now when I look back through the lens, I'm like, what he's saying is absolutely correct. He basically says, it doesn't matter how fit your woman is, right? He goes, there could be fire coming out of downstairs. Right? That's what he says,
Yeah.
right? He goes, you could do magic tricks, bro, I could talk to you. All this stuff. He goes, men will get complacent and bored and therefore want new excitement. It all comes down to excitement. He says the reason why men cheat is because it's not, they don't actually want to cheat. Why do men flirt with other women? Because they want to, partly they want to know they can still do it and they've still got it or whatever. But it's the feeling of I could do this rather than actually doing it. Right? So it's excitement. That's why men are so thingy. They just need new excitement. They get too complacent.
Well, then go and get excited in some other part of your life, man. Don't be getting excited in new Janania. Go and get excited in, like, I don't know, a new hobby.
Sports and hobby. Yeah.
A new hobby or a new skill.
Yeah, no, that's a really good point.
Or turn it into something monetary. That's exciting.
That sexual energy or tension that's built up has to be exerted somewhere. Right? So yes, sports is a really, really good example of that. So yes, exert it somewhere else. So why
Don't be exerting it, perving over these girls in gym. No. Otte nakar, please.
Yeah, with these special chitra pants.
Yeah, and then
That Indy has designed.
those
He's in fashion.
chitra pant be lying to you, I'm telling you.
He knows. He designed them.
I did not design them.
Yeah. But you know what? You know what's interesting? Because so both Karan and Amit are younger than us, aren't they?
Yeah.
That term.
They're not that much younger, you know. They're
but-
not.
Okay, I don't know about you, but thirsty was not a term. That I
No,
would use
thirsty's common now, man.
No, but I don't.
Okay, so all these hi.
What?
Bandakar, please.
No, I didn't know. It's not.
My God, deadly sin there. Garan did a deadly sin. He can't even flip and reach it. Oh my days! Look at this. He's struggling to cradle around. It's done. It's fine.
I think so.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Hi.
I don't use that term.
Okay.
Like I would say.
Thirsty.
Why is he so
Hang on.
horny or tang?
Thirsty.
Yeah.
Is common because
Because?
when you see ladies posting those images on social media
Yeah.
with chitra
Yeah,
showing all that,
yeah.
those are called thirst traps.
You know where I learned that?
Get the
I saw your video, mate, with the title, and I was like, Aki, what was it called? Trap.
something
trapping it.
something like that. Yeah.
First I thought, because I know I had a guy who makes fresh food. He used to call them trap boxes. And I thought it was something to do with that. So I clicked on your video. I was like, this is not about food, man. This is about
This is not what I thought it was.
This is not. So yeah, I learned that term. Thank you, guys.
Thirst
Yeah,
traps. That's what they are, man. Thirst traps.
Yeah, okay.
Because they want the attention.
I'm learning new things. Yeah.
There you go. Thirst traps. I think they're thirsty because they're bored in their life. That's genuinely it. I think if you genuinely have time to go out there and cheat on your missus, I think you've got too much time in your hands and you need to go and apply that time somewhere else doing something more productive. Because right now,
Time is one thing.
I don't think, I think if you have a busy and fulfilled life, you ain't got time for that. Personally.
Adventure, I think, is a big part of it.
Adventure.
You know, like...
Oh, it's the
you know,
excitement,
like,
isn't it?
You know how you feel before
It's the rush.
you perform on TBS stage?
That's nerves.
No, but it's exciting, man. It's like, oh shit, my heart is racing. I don't know what's going to happen. It's the adrenaline level. I don't think it's even the will I get caught? People don't think about that.
Yeah, they do. People get a rush out of thinking they're about to get caught, man.
Okay, maybe it's that then. Maybe that's part of it as well.
Mm.
So yeah, thank you for that question. Just to give a preface to this, guys. So I was expecting to be more like deep and meaningful questions, right? Like, you know.
Well, blame the audience. No one else sent anything. Otherwise, I would have
clearly,
filtered these out. Okay.
Bande. Thank you for watching and sending us these questions. Go.
Ready?
There's more. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Opinions on male lingerie. Is it worth it or not?
Male lingerie. This Amrit question? That's much more tame than the first two.
No, it's not.
That is right. Male laundry. I didn't know that.
That's the tamest one out of his 4 questions. I'm not going to ask you all of them.
What? You might as well. You're never going to get a chance again. What is male laundry?
What is male laundry? Lingerie.
Yes, lingerie.
Male laundry.
Male lingerie. What is it?
I'm assuming BDSM stuff. Assuming.
Oh, okay. Because in my head, I was thinking like maybe like a sexy kacha or something. I don't know, like a G-string type kacha.
Could be. Could be.
I don't know.
Someone they wear their lady
What was the
kachi.
question? What is your
Opinions on male lingerie. Is it worth it or not? Personally, just wear your ladies, innit, if you're going to do that. Wear her kachi, it's fine.
I think if you look from the ladies' perspective on this one, because it's for them, isn't it? You're not doing it for yourself.
Yeah, ask them if they like it.
It's going to come off anyway.
Yeah, but you could say that about anything for the ladies, but it sells a hell of a lot more.
Yeah. Okay.
But is that to appease the banda? Or is that to appease themselves to make themselves feel better?
In ladies'
I
perspective.
reckon it's genuinely to appease the banda. I don't think girls get that much of a rush out of it, personally.
You know your own passion. So I'll
Yeah,
that
100%. That's
I'll,
it.
to your.
If I type in male lingerie on Google now, I doubt it's going to be many reputable shopping
know that
websites that sell
industry
anything.
existed. So my question back to Amit is: do you have any male lingerie, and you're going to be wearing it on the podcast? That's great.
That's a very
Maybe
fair
with
question.
your black dashmere on.
That's a very fair question.
I would watch that.
Yes.
I would watch that.
On TikTok,
Right.
happily.
Maybe the Hawaiian shirt on, and you take it off to expose your male lingerie.
Male nipplets.
Is that what they're called?
I don't know. I just made that word up.
Bro.
What's that thing called? Tassels.
I don't
Nipple
know.
tassels.
I don't know, man.
Nipplets. There you go. That's a new
Look,
one.
the closest you'll ever see Karan in male lingerie is wearing my bangara chadar. Okay? Right? Like maybe going commando underneath that. That's probably as much as you can do. Okay. Right. Good.
How are small people created?
What?
Little people.
Like someone like me? Am I a little person?
No,
Or
as in like
What,
little people.
a midget, a dwarf?
Dwarves. Yeah. I don't think midget is allowed to be said anymore.
Okay, so the correct term is dwarf.
I
Because dwarfism is
I don't know if dwarf is allowed anymore.
Okay.
I don't know, and hence why I said small
whatever
people.
the correct term is for somebody considered under average height.
Yes.
Right. How are they created?
Mm.
That sounds like it's more like a science biological question, isn't it? I actually don't know. It's obviously to do
Maybe
with
that's one for you to look at for the Dutch Chronicles.
I'll look that up and I'll tell you at some point if I remember. It's got to be to do with the genome, isn't it?
It's got to be some kind of deformation.
Yeah, no, we call it a mutation.
Mutation. Ooh.
You think
Deformity.
X-Men.
I was thinking deformity.
Deformity is a bit strong.
Mutant.
When we say mutation, people think like X-Men and that.
Yeah,
kind of
100%,
stuff. But
bro.
What we're talking about is at the level of the genes. So gene level mutation, so a change in the sequence.
In your
extra amino acids.
genes. Sorry, I've always wanted to do that.
Just
Thank you.
is that Amrit question as well?
That was the question.
Bro, here's a fine. Go on.
Are you sure you want this next one?
Bloody Karman and his.
Is it possible to jerk 4 people off with 2 hands?
Oh. Yeah. Oh my god. I can't even conjure that image.
Acha, so
Yeah. Oh, Cameron. Yeah.
that's the extreme. Right?
My question back is, where did this question come from? I need to understand the origin story of the question.
I think he's definitely
What?
thought of like possible questions he could ask Gutterman in the podcast.
So you thought that's Karan instead? because
So he
Karan
thought
sounds like someone-
I can't get to Gutterman today. Let me get it
Yeah.
out to Garen.
I don't know. I think. All right. Here's an answer to that question. Indy has various experiences on his geography field trips. This may have happened there. I want you to ask him about that, and maybe he can better answer. this
What?
question.
Look, I saw a banda suck his own lully. It's fine, man. It just happened, didn't it, man? It is what it is. It is what it is.
Why does these things happen to you?
I don't know, man. If people want to know more about that, please drop a comment. I'll tell you. But you know,
the podcast.
there you
We
go.
talk about that anymore. But
That's it. I just think about this. 4 people with 2 hands.
no, we're not entertaining this question.
Ignore.
No.
Ignore.
We're not talking about this question.
Okay. Doctor, do you have any experiences with penis problems in A&E?
Oh yeah. Absolutely. So what have I had? Okay, so people putting things up the urethra. So urethra is the hole in which obviously urine comes out, your semen comes out.
Yes, we've covered this before in the pod. Yes.
So batteries is a common one.
Urethra, you know.
Yeah,
Jesus.
so that's the correct term. So yeah, battery to enlarge the hole to allow one penis to enter another penis.
Really?
Yeah, people try.
Oi, oi.
Knitting needles.
What?
Knitting needle up there.
Why would you put a needle? Oh.
Or, angry wife who. So you can actually break someone's penis. So this is a thing that most people don't know.
Yeah, of course you can. It's blood.
Huh?
It's blood, isn't it?
What's blood?
It's just blood going to it's basically a muscle, isn't it, really?
Exactly. So you
so you can break it, you can tear it.
Yeah, exactly. So you can break it. So we saw somebody with a broken penis from a very angry wife who'd caught him cheating. Doing
Jesus.
thirsty things. See, you shouldn't do that.
Thirst trapping.
Thirst trapping.
She caught him in the trap.
What else? Yeah, then there was a young boy who basically was just masturbating too much.
Huh.
And his mom didn't know what was going on with him. So he just basically had to... Okay, the reason why this was interesting is because he'd been seen by an Asian consultant. Right, initially.
Was he Asian?
No, so this is a young white boy with his mom in the room.
Nice.
Right, and you've got an Asian consultant who does not want to, who feels awkward, doesn't want to go there with this kind of... So he basically kept giving this guy antibiotics, assuming it's a UTI. And so he kept coming back and the pain was still there. And so...
Same doctor again and again?
The consultant, just twice. And then
so he went back to the same consultant twice. He probably went in there thinking, just my luck.
Yeah, right. And so then I remember seeing him and I was like, okay, it's clearly not that. We've tested your urine. There's no infection in there. Why are you having urine infections? It's very uncommon for a man to have urine infections.
Especially because we have long prostates. So yeah.
Not long prostate, long urethra.
Long urethra.
Young urethra.
Yeah,
exactly. So that's a good learning point, guys. So men getting a UTI, you need to investigate. Women getting UTI is very common because they have a quite short urethra. That's why for ladies, we give a 3-day course of antibiotics. Very common. For a man, you get 7 days. You want to make sure you get rid of it. Anyway, so when I saw him, I started chatting to him. I know who I told this to. I'll tell you to Suk, your brother-in-law, story. And so when I took a history from him, it was clear actually that that's not the problem. He was just being way too aggressive down there. And
hi.
So yeah. So basically, we said to him, when you're in the shower, clean your business properly.
Yeah.
Right. Get rid of all the gund and the schmeg.
All the smegma. Yeah.
Schmeg. And that's it. And then he got discharged. I explained it to him. I said, with his permission, I said, do you mind if I explain to your mum what the issue is? Because she was quite worried. You have to keep coming in. Explained it. They never came back. It was all fine. Then the learning point from that was there are certain things which are obviously quite intimate and personal, and you as a clinician need to be comfortable enough to go there in the history, but they need to feel like they can trust you, that they can tell you honest truth. So I hope that answers that question. Yes, I have dealt with.
I think that is there you go. That's the worst of the worst over.
No, that one with the 2 hand, the 4 hand. that's just different level, bro. Different level. What Val's questions?
Would you slap your wives for £1 million?
Yes.
Oh my god!
What? She's not gonna die with one slap, is she? She'll be like, do it again, get 2 million. Dujje paase hi maar de. Patience. Yeah, she's laughing. She knows. She's gonna get the money anyway. This is fine. Tika.
I'm not offering at all. You think I got £1 million? If I had £1 million, I wouldn't be doing this bloody podcast.
Val,
right?
if you've got a venture capitalist who wants to see that, we can live stream.
Oh my god!
Have you seen the slapping competitions?
Yeah, it gets intense, man.
Yeah, where they're like,
and they hold on to the table for dear life.
But there's always that one big guy. That little guy would do it, but the big guy's like, and then he'll do it.
He just cleans him out, cleans him off the table.
His hand's still in. He's like dead.
He's gone. They're like, is he alive? Is he alive? He's done.
But
my stomach hurts, man. Oh Jesus.
No, when you slap Sandra Millie, bro.
No.
Why?
Oh, I don't know, man.
A slap isn't like a slap to kill them.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah, so what's the issue?
I don't know, man. I feel like I would have to discuss this.
Oh, here we go.
Discussion.
Indy's line. Indy, can I speak to you in 5 minutes? Let me discuss your chance, please. Indy, can I wish you happy birthday? Let me discuss your chance,
please. Thank you.
Default position. Next time, I'm just not going to ask you. I'm just going to ask Sanj. Is Indy
allowed to come and play?
That's what I'm going to ask. Good question, Bal. I like that. You know where I sit on that.
Okay.
Bal's other question.
If you and Doctor swap bodies and you had to bang each other to go back, how long would you be Doctor for?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So that's a question to you, isn't it? How long would you be Doctor for? So why are you looking at me? It's your question.
I wouldn't want to swap bodies. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like my body.
You got to answer the question.
I enjoy my body, man.
Yeah, no, but he's asking a question.
Same night, back to you. I don't want to go back to hospital and deal with these A&E problems.
Oh yeah. you'd have to do everything I do, and I'd have to do everything you do. But with we'd have your own minds, but just in the bodies.
Yeah. But I'd have to do everything you do.
Yeah, and I'd have to do everything.
So I'd have all this medical knowledge. Sorry, you'd have all this medical knowledge in my flipping marketing body.
Yeah, but then
and I'm going to work and I'm like,
I do medical marketing.
The fuck's this?
Yeah, you just do what Shindy does.
What?
You know, like in Catch Me If You Can, DiCaprio. Yeah, just 2 units over there. Yeah, that looks okay. You just want to ask that consultant. You just keep
delegate. Keep moving things around.
Just look busy. That's the key. That's the key. Yeah.
Look busy.
Yeah, do you need a cup of tea? I can make a cup of tea. I can make a great cup of tea. I would enjoy being you for a day, you know?
No, I wouldn't enjoy being you. I
I
feel like it's too pressured. I think yours is too pressured. Way too pressured.
I would optimize your life. I'd get on your calendars and just do shit. And then
but the problem is, though,
I'd let Sanjay on it. I'm like, Sanjay, it's really me. But I'm in Indy's body. What do you want to do in this one
day? But when we swap back,
yeah,
how the fuck am I going to know how shit works?
Yeah, that's on you, man. But I'll set everything.
That's not on me. It's on you. You messed my life up.
And I'll do medical marketing for a day. I'd love it.
Medical marketing for a day.
Guys, this is the problem that people have. I know the problem because they tell me, market this shit. This is like dark marketing, like the dark side of marketing.
Dark marketing? What do you mean?
Like, you know, stuff you shouldn't market, ethically wrong marketing.
Acha.
I know your problems. Let me market to you.
Oh,
there's a solution.
Like lip fillers, huh?
Yeah, darker than that.
Darker than that? Hi.
Dark. Yeah.
How dark are we talking?
I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm thinking generically and generally.
Acha.
But I think it'd be quite interesting. I'd take your body to the gym and just test it out, man.
Oh, you know what? This ties into the next question the best.
Oh, there's another one. I thought about it too.
He WhatsApped me a separate one. Right?
Ooh, a third one.
Okay.
Right.
So because you're in my body for like a day.
Yeah.
Let's say you have my body for 2 weeks, yeah?
2 weeks now, okay.
2 weeks now, yeah?
Okay.
And I gave you...
Am I here or am I with Sanj?
With Sanj.
Okay, yeah.
And I gave you all my IBS symptoms, full blown. Would you finally stop taking the piss out of me?
Oh, wow. This is like a big brother question, isn't it?
Would you finally stop? Because I don't think you get it until you go through it.
I think that's a fair comment.
So let's say
that's a fair comment.
I gave you the full-blown reaction I had during Bal's wedding in 2012 for 2 weeks.
This is when you're a young man. I remember you talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah. If I give you that for 2 weeks.
It's hard to answer because obviously I've not gone through it. But based on what you've told me, yes. You got to remember, I don't troll you because I don't believe you have.
No. You do it out of love. I know that.
Yeah. Like, it's
just stupid.
Just banter. But clearly, Bal wants to beat me up.
He doesn't want to beat you up.
Wow,
he just hears you rail on the IBS thing. He's like, it's a real thing, right?
Big brother. Oh, see, you've been talking about
problem, yeah, I know.
Real problem. Real problem.
Real problem, yeah, I know.
I'm gonna have to call him uncle now. Bal uncle.
Gonna have to what?
Bal uncle.
Way to piss him off, man. Oh man, yeah. So the worst symptoms that you would have, just to give you a heads up, you're not able to eat much because your stomach will just bloat immediately. Okay. You can't shit, but you feel like you need to shit, so you got to sit on the toilet for hours, straining, but nothing's coming out. Yeah, you're just miserable. No gym, nothing. Can't exercise because you never know, you might get the urge to go.
But you've got it under control now, so it's fine.
No, I've got it under control. But if I gave you the full symptoms I had and said fix it, and I take away all the way that works and let you figure out the way that works.
The way, yeah.
Yeah, then what?
I would have Sanjay's. I go to Sanjay's diet, to be honest. I have the Weetabix, the goat milk. I'll be fine.
That'll send me over the edge. You're trying to give me a worse body back.
Weetabix.
Huh?
Weetabix, right? No?
Weetabix?
Yeah, that's what she has every day.
That didn't fix me.
I'll give you some insulin.
That didn't fix me.
You don't know.
That didn't fix me.
Insulin.
I don't want to have insulin.
We'll see.
You can't give me back a dead body. You understand that if the body dies, you die with it, right? This idiot, man, he doesn't understand the concept at all.
But then you get to live. You have to live my life out.
Huh?
That's your source. I move on. It's fine. I'm gone. But you can live my life out.
I don't want to. Low key, I don't want to.
You'll commit.
That's pressure, man. That's
You're like, no, yeah, I want out.
I want out. I'm tapping out. All right, goodbye.
Shindy, I love you, but I can't do this.
Yeah, I can't do it. We're too similar.
Oh, God.
Look at the side of your bed table, The Art of Rest. Fuck me, man. I need that book.
From Paran.
There you go. I'm not going to be able to read that.
It's a great book. My perception of you is that you rest a lot.
No.
Really?
I think I probably work harder than you. That's not an exaggeration. I think you got yours more optimized.
That sounds like a challenge.
But I do more like grunge work.
Sounds like a challenge.
It's not a challenge.
That
It's
is
facts.
that's not like challenge. I don't know, man. Like when I'm saving lives in hospital, running
Yeah,
around,
saving lives, I get it. But if you count hours worked physically, like into a work project, I think I do more.
Interesting. That's not my perception of you.
I don't show that. I work
No,
in silence.
clearly,
I work in silence. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
Sanj sees it because she's like, "You never rest," and I'm like,
Interesting.
Saturday 8 a.m. awake,
Every
Sunday
Saturday.
8 a.m. wake.
Every doing what work? Oh, is
Work,
you freelancing?
No. So I wake up and I just get cracking on stuff, man.
No, you're talking about your work.
No, I'm
for
just
the week
saying.
work?
So
Or errands or whatever it might be.
no, so any personal achievements, like personal work, whether that's freelance work, whether that's podcast work, like I wake up early and do it. Or like I want to understand a concept on like, I don't know, the financial markets. I'll wake up and I'll learn about it. That's how I am. I classify that as work because that's doing something to further benefit me. But also it is something I wouldn't do as a hobby that's resting. It's like, no, you're physically doing something that's making you, I don't know, exert energy or exert mental energy compared to reading a book where it's like, you just take it in. It's fine.
I'm interested.
I'll take you through a day of the life.
I think you do my life.
Let's do it.
Yeah. I don't think you know how much I do.
No, I do. I know how much you do.
But it looks relaxed now.
What do you mean?
That, as in that period when I was outwardly very busy and everyone could see I was really busy. That's not the case anymore. You're right. It's some of the best advice I ever got was working hard only gets you so far. So if you're going deep with projects, whatever you're building out, podcast example, YouTube channels, all these things, build systems. The systems last and the systems will make everything grow. So it doesn't look like you're constantly just, pedal to metal. Well, I've done all that, man. I did that years ago. Now you're right. It's optimized working. It's the whole, work smarter, harder. But what that really means from a actual, like a non-abstract point of view is systems and processes. Apparently, as we say all the time.
All right. So help me build a system to better optimize this podcast then.
Okay. We'll talk about it off air, but you tell
Genuinely.
me what the problems are.
Yeah. I'll tell you the weekly to-do list I do.
Yeah.
And the hours I do.
The simple answer is just hire more people. That is the
Yeah. But that's not a possibility. That's the thing. It's not a possibility. Hiring more people is not smart right now.
That's the answer, though. Outsourcing is always the answer.
Yeah, I know. But outsourcing also means the quality diminishes unless they understand your product completely.
Absolutely.
So let's say, are you telling me that if we outsource the work for TikTok and Instagram, it would be doing well?
No. What I mean is, so when you outsource, and there is a skill in outsourcing.
There is
a skill, which is, yes, you have to, the whole training period, the onboarding process for doing this type of things. So when I used to have a PA and a VA, it's like, there's no point in me giving you tasks and you're going to do it the way you want to do it. Sometimes that's fine, but actually, I want to train you in my methodology and you're an extension of me. In the same way, you want an extension of you, essentially. You have a very clear image on, this should look like this. This is the format, this is the output, this is the kind of flavor of our podcast. So you're right. But that's the initial investment. So the creating the systems and processes, that initial bit is where the time, effort, energy goes in. Like a better example is you buy a house, you do the refurb, you do all this work, right? But then you just collect the rent, man, for years on years on years. The initial work is done. A bit of maintenance in between, fine. It's nothing compared to all that outlay of work you have to do.
Yeah, but when it comes to a personal project that me and you understand very well, only me or you can really do it to maximize the benefits that we want to see from it.
We can't scale because unless you quit your job, because this has no income, which you're not going to do and you can't do, I can't do it either, then there's no point, which means we have to then, it takes longer, but then it means we have to get somebody or people to a point where they get it and they're doing it.
I don't know, man. I feel like the wittiness that me and you have comes through in the stuff that we edit and that we pick out.
Yeah. No, there's a trade-off, man. Though. But if we did it full time, we didn't do anything else, and that's fine. Maybe that time will come. The thing is, if the podcast, when the podcast gets to a point where it's monetized, making income, you're doing this full time. The question will be, and again, this is a really good thing I learned from one of my mentors. It was like, in life, you can do a lot of things.
Yeah, you can.
Right, you personally as Indy can change a light bulb. You can cut the grass. There's so many different things you can do. Right. The question I always ask is, what is the best use of my time, my energy? Right. So that's the question. Where's my skill set best use? So even if you get to that point, you could do those things, but you might think then at that point, well, actually, what's the high level stuff that I need to be focused on? What's the decisions I need to make this podcast even better, and outsource that kind of B and C work?
Yeah. Eventually, yeah. I get that. Yeah.
But yeah, we divulge, man, at the end of a podcast. This is becoming like a board meeting now that we just
This
sharing
is the direction it
with
goes
the,
in.
with the audience. So, guys, this is what we constantly talk about, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you, people, for making it this far.
Great
Mum, I'm
podcast.
sorry. I hope to see you guys next week. So does he. You'll be seeing us in a different location. It will be in person. You'll find out where, though.
Oh, and we got a surprise video we're making.
Eventually. I don't want to tell people about it yet. I want to film it and then say it's coming.
I've just told them.
Well,
There's something new coming. I'm not going to say what it is.
no, but I said this last week.
Yeah, but I didn't
Bloody
say
hell,
it.
you don't pay attention to anything I say, do
It's
you?
not real until I say it.
Oh,
You say
okay.
it full time.
I'm going to bud in your face, man, honestly. All right?
You know, so it's funny.
Yeah.
So a couple of weeks ago, it was Rupam Pavla, my sister-in-law's.
Mm.
So Shindy's sister and Shindy's sister-in-law, right? It was their joint birthday. And we played Cards Against Humanity with Shindy's dad in the group. So good. He loved it, right? Anyway, so this one question came up.
To be fair, your father-in-law does come across as a guy that has a laugh.
Probably
He does. He probably does.
He had some really good cards as well. And so the question came up about something sexual about a man and a woman, right? I'm not going to say what it was. But one of the answers was do a fart and walk away. That was the answer, and it won the round straight away.
Perfect.
Was
That's it.
was
Done.
brilliant. Do a bud.
See, that's it. Do a bud and walk away. And on that note, budding and walking away, we are now going to walk away. Catch you guys next week. Please drop us a message, a sub,
More questions, man.
and more questions,
Keep-
please.
And just very
Regardless of
questions,
how gone it gets. All right.
I'll still answer them,
Yeah, he will.
right? But just mix it up a bit.
All right.
And yeah, we need to submit some questions to their podcast now as well.
Happily.
Yeah.
Happily.
You wear male lingerie, Amrit, and you guys do one podcast. We don't mention your Willy or your Lulu or whatever you guys call it. Yeah, one podcast without that.
Willy or Lulu. Lulu. Catch you guys next week.